Hello everybody, how you doing tonight? This is just going to be a really quick video, and I'm actually shooting this for a subscriber on my RJB Woodturner channel. I'm only going to give out the first name. His name is Jerry, and Jerry asked a couple of questions. He was working on making the herringbone blank that I make, and I have this really down and dirty sled, and he asked me for some pictures from different angles, and I thought, well, I could do that, or it may be best just to show the jig and do all of the angles on a little quick video here, and then I could just point him to this channel and he could watch the video or reference it if he needed it. Let me show you the jig. Here's a quick shot of the sled. It has a single runner on the bottom that fits into the miter slot on my bandsaw. I start by gluing this runner. I make sure that there's no play in it and that it moves freely. I did wax this with a little bit of paste wax, and it moves freely in the miter slot of my bandsaw. Once the glue on the runner dried, I pushed this sled into the blade and took it back, looks like maybe about an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch, and got a nice cut. That cut allowed me to put a square on here and set this piece of wood at a perfect perpendicular angle to the cut. That way I've got a nice square backer. We'll flip this around. I have made a couple of marks on here with permanent marker. This is just a pin blank, and I started off by putting this pin blank in the direct path of the blade and cutting it square, and then I just use a standard pistol grip clamp to clamp it to get either a 1/8 inch, a 1/4 inch, or a 1/2 inch cut. When you're at the bandsaw, you want to make sure that you raise your guard up so that it's just barely above the blank that you'll be cutting. The other thing is you want to make sure your blade is properly tensioned and never get in a hurry. As I use this, now in the video it looks like I'm moving pretty fast, but the video is probably moving at 2 speed or double speed. I basically go in nice and slow and I let it cut, and when I get all the way to the back, this little kerf extends into my backer block, and once the blade comes through to the backer block, I just simply pull it out and flip the cutoff out of the way, slide the blank back over, and cut another one. I really hope this video helps you out, Jerry, and if it doesn't, if you have other questions, let me know. The main thing is, I had a lot of trouble with this bandsaw when I first got it. It's not a really expensive one. It's probably a $100 bandsaw from one of the big box stores. And if the blade is not properly tensioned, and you'll notice I use a relatively thick blade. Let me show you. You can see that that is a pretty thick blade. It's probably a 1/4 inch to 5/8 of an inch. I also have a very thin blade for that bandsaw, but I never get straight cuts with it because the blade tends to wander and drift. The thicker blade gives me better results. So good tension, thicker blade, and just feed very slowly, and I think you're going to have excellent luck with getting your cutoffs. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help you. Take care, buddy. And thank you everybody for watching this video. Have a great evening.